What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Got a new F150 video for you guys today, and as y'all can tell, we got a package from our friends over at Amazon. And this is one that I've been wanting to do, but I really didn't want to test this out on this car because this car is making some power, and I think it's best to not cheap out whenever you're pushing boost through an engine. And you know, it made me feel more comfortable inside. That one has a good quality catch can. That one is running like a $400 catch can, whereas this is a $60 catch can with the lines and everything. I'll show you guys that setup right now here in a little bit, but right now we have a complete setup from Evil Energy. Comes with 45-degree fittings, 90 degrees, straights, all of that stuff. Now, Evil Energy isn't the best stuff on Amazon, but they make decent quality stuff. I did a comparison because whenever I did my fuel system on this car, my car has a Four Innovations fuel system. I did PTFE-8 versus the Evil Energy-8, and it's no comparison, man. I might have a little bit here that I can show you. Yeah, I could tell just from looking at this which one is the Four Innovations and which one's the Evil Energy. This is the same size. You guys can probably tell on camera which one is bigger, and that is the Four Innovations. Now the Four Innovations is on, Four Innovations is this one here. You guys can tell, but you could really tell whenever you look at the PTFE liners which one is bigger or not. And I had to make some small ones, so I ordered, of course, Evil Energy because it is a lot more affordable, and I just needed a little bit of it. But come to find out, Four Innovations fittings will not fit on Evil Energy lines. So whatever lines you get, make sure you get those fittings from that manufacturer because they are different. Not all lines are the same. So fueling is way more important, I feel like, than a catch can setup. Now, catch can setups are pretty important, especially if you're running high horsepower boosted applications. You at least want 10 AN. This is 10 AN. I'm running 10 AN on my car. Now, my truck, I'm not modding the truck. The most it has is a colder intake. But whenever I first got the truck, a lady owned it. Now, this has a little baffling system, which is crazy because I seen on the comments that people are saying that it's coming out of the top. Now, this is literally a straight up catch can. There is nothing in here. It just looks like one baffle, which is fine because right now I'm running filters, and it's seeping a little bit out of the filters and getting a little bit on my valve covers. I'll show you guys here in a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys can probably see that right there. It is completely empty. Now, it has a small baffle on the top. Now this catch can is probably made for one side to go in and one side to go out, but I'm going to be running both valve covers into here and then venting out of the top. So it's not like clean air is coming out of one side or the other. They're both venting into one catch can. That's how I have it set up on here. Now, this can does look like it's made to in and out because there's a baffle on the top side, but it shouldn't really matter. I'm gonna do both into one, and then it's gonna be venting out of the top, and it has a little baffle here on the top, which it does come with a air filter. I don't like how they put their big ass logo on there, but it is what it is. As you guys can tell, this isn't sponsored, and I will leave. Everything is huge. And you could tell the quality, man. The one that I have on the car is super nice. I mean, it better be for 400 bucks, right? But it is super nice. But yeah, this is gonna do everything that we need, and it comes with your basic little drain here, and it comes with all your fittings. So yeah, that's good to go, man. And it doesn't come with any way to mount the can. We're gonna have to figure our own thing out, whether that is self-tapping it somewhere or doing a bolt or something like that. So this is everything it comes with. It comes with all these different style fittings, so you can figure it out for yourself. And your 10 AN lines, this comes with 10 feet. This kit right here ran me around $65 to $68. If you guys are interested, I'll leave a link down below in the comments. But I'm gonna go ahead and scope this out and see where I want to put it. But I'm gonna show you guys real quick the car and the truck setup right now. All right, as you guys can tell, it has 10AN Coyote fittings that go into the factory PCV port. Those fittings alone are $100. Those fittings alone cost more than our catch can now. But as you see, we got the 90s on there. We got the 90s on there, and then it runs down into our catch can. Now this probably isn't the best. Look at that. It absolutely came off. I'm glad I saw that right now, but this isn't the best setup because it's actually going into my air filter, and you guys can probably see this wasn't even on all the way. I just caught that right now. But yeah, they both go into the can, both go into each valve cover. And yeah, it probably isn't the best setup because I do get a little smoke and it probably is getting sucked into the air intake, but it's filtered. These are already pre-oiled, so if anything, we're adding just a little bit more oil to the to the air filter. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw this back on, and we'll check out the F150, which is funny because they're both the same motors, both 2016 F150 motors. We're running the breather setup. Now, I never really had an issue. I tore my other breather that was like this one, so you guys can probably tell this is a different one. This one has oil on there. I'll show you. I'll pull this thing off. Yeah, this thing is caked in oil. So usually the driver's side is the one that leaks more, but from my experience, the passenger side has been leaking more. So yeah, I'll show you guys this one. I think this one is more set up. Oh yeah, this one is leaking, but this one also has the check valve in there. So this one is a little wet, but not as wet as this one because the passenger side does not have a check valve. This one does. And you will get a little bit of smell every once in a while running breathers like that, but I just don't like how it's making a mess, and it does smoke whenever it's cold outside. So I'm just gonna throw that catch can on there, man, and I think it'll be a much better setup. And I bought this truck cherry from a lady that never dogged the truck, and the first time I stepped on it full throttle, the truck went into limp mode because the throttle body was so caked with oil because it was just sucking from here, from over there, from how wet. Look at how wet this thing is. It was straight sucking all that oil into the intake tube and going into the throttle body, and the throttle body was completely soaked with oil. I cleaned it and never had another issue. So it's not that important for a port injection or a DI setup if it's port and DI to run a catch can. But it is very important if your vehicle only has DI. If it's only direct injection and not port injection, it is very, very important. Like if your F150 is an EcoBoost model, you definitely want a catch can because those, they get buildup, oil sludge buildup on the intake valves, and you'll have to walnut blast them and all kinds of bad stuff if you don't have port injection. But these are old school motors. These ones are port injection before they went DI. The newer F150s are port and DI, so you don't have to worry about that. But it's a good insurance. It's a good thing to stand by just to put a catch can on everything. So especially when they're that cheap. But on high horsepower applications, I probably wouldn't recommend that catch can we just bought today because it has like one baffle. This thing has all kinds of baffles. It is a race inspired catch can. That's why this thing is upwards to $400 to $500 for a catch can. But as you guys can see, I have a bunch of money invested into this motor, so better safe than sorry. Dual 10AN lines, all the venting possible. We're good. All right, guys, I always catch myself too far ahead whenever I'm working. So I wanted to stop and show y'all real quick. This is what I'm working on. I got the factory connections off, and it actually fits 10AN perfect. So this is the plan. I mounted it here on the battery box because it's plastic and that'll be all right. So my plan is, since the bottom one has a baffle, this one's gonna have a straight shot right here. So it's probably gonna suck the most oil from here to here. So I'm gonna put the bottom one on the baffle. The top one, which has the most oil, in my case, is the passenger side. I'm gonna run it from here all the way around, then to there. And I have more than enough hose. So yeah, that is the plan. factory connections do work. I wanted to buy the AN ones just to make it super clean, but the AN ones are like $100 just for the set, so I'm not doing that. Factory ones work perfect with 10 AN. And if you guys are wondering, it does help a ton to have a vise with AN jaws. You can do it without, but it is super nice to be able to have the AN jaws and a little vise. So yeah, you want to cut them as straight as possible. I messed this one up, but I needed to cut it shorter anyway. So yeah, I'll show you guys the finished product. All right guys, we're back. Took me a little bit longer than I wanted, but it's because I'm a perfectionist and I can't leave shit alone. It is pretty normal to get some smoke out of there, especially if it's cold out, but yeah, I don't know why the fans came blasting. The truck's cold, but should shut off here in a second. But yeah, we're not getting any smoke. That's great. Not yet, at least. But yeah, man, it looks pretty clean. I would have finished it a lot faster if I wasn't so anal about everything, but I got it, man. And the engine bay is cleaned up now. I think it's a perfect spot for it. Should minimize the smell. But yeah, that's a successful install for a little $60 catch can. All right, now that the loud fan shut off, you guys can't see it, but if I put the light on there, you can see it. It does have a little smoke, which is normal. It does have a lot of scent. What I did is, you guys can see that's a little baffle right there. I bent those closed just a little bit because they're wide open. Bent those closed just a little bit, which is fine. You know what I mean? It's not gonna get backed up or not gonna be any restrictive like the factory stuff. But yeah, it is smoking. You can definitely smell that oily smell. But if I go ahead and put the filter back on, it is smoking just a tad bit. You can't see without the light. So if you turn the light on, it's perfectly fine. My other motor does that also. But yeah, awesome. Venting the crankcase fumes. Like I said, man, I wouldn't recommend this for a higher horsepower build, just because the catch can is kind of it's cheap, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have the baffling properties the other cans do. I know that there is cheaper cans out there. There's definitely cheaper cans out there that do have a greater baffling system, so you guys can look around for that. But for a daily driver, man, this is just made to catch oil. And I dropped my freaking screwdriver. Yeah, for me, this is just to catch oil, man, and nothing else. It's not made to vent the crankcase, even though it is going to vent the crankcase. It's not, I'm not using it for that purpose. I'm using that purpose just to capture oil, and the long lines in itself is gonna do that. Most of the oil is gonna stay in the lines, and then whatever the residual is, we'll be able to drain it. But yeah, that's gonna do it, man. That's gonna do it for the catch can install video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, man, and I definitely recommend this catch can. It's all right, but for the money, definitely worth it. It does suck putting AN lines together, but it's all right. That's what I would say. It's good. I'd recommend it. I'll put the link down below in the description. I paid like $60 for the whole kit with the AN lines. The can is even cheaper than that if you have your own lines. But yeah, 10 AN works with the factory stuff, which is awesome because you don't even need new things. You could just cut off your factory ones, and then you'll want to put a vacuum cap wherever it's open. On the intake manifold and on the colder intake, you want to put vacuum caps there. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, drop a thumbs up for your boy. We'll see you guys on the next one. It's your boy ReyesBuilt. We out, man. Peace.